Yo, welcome everyone. We unfortunately now have a new problem on Bitcoin, and even though I have 4 trades open, we really need to be slightly more careful. Let me show you why. Now, first you're going to see that this entire push towards the upside, it looks really choppy, it looks really corrective. And even if we right now go with our volume indicator, the volume is nothing major. Volume staying very low the entire time. Bitcoin is pushing toward the upside, and this right here right now means that this entire push up looks extremely weak. And right now, yes, unfortunately, we just got another problem. Pay attention to the CVD indicator, to the yellow line. The yellow line right here is the CVD indicator showing to us if the buying or selling pressure is coming in the market. And clearly you are going to notice on the CVD we are forming a brand new higher highs right here, while Bitcoin is getting brand new lower highs. What is that going to mean? Even though the buying pressure is coming in the market, is not able to push the price back towards the upside for us to get also right here another higher high. It means bearish divergence, it means bearish absorption, because even though people are buying right here, bigger players are absorbing all of the buying pressure coming in the market. That is why we are getting another lower high right here. So yes, unfortunately, this right here is a problem for Bitcoin. Why potentially in the next couple of hours we might be expecting another push towards the downside. But overall speaking, when we are right now paying attention to the price action on the 1 hourly time frame, clearly we can right now still see Bitcoin is trading in some kind of a horizontal range. And in this range, because of course we are getting a push towards the upside, we can also right now identify a very interesting trend line or a diagonal area of support connecting our higher lows. It really does look like we are respecting this trend line for the past couple of days. Once broken towards the downside, definitely I'm expecting Bitcoin to get a bigger push towards the downside, towards our local area of support that we already mentioned yesterday. What is this specific support area right here going to be? When we right now go with our fixed range volume profile, measuring the entire price action with the volume, and also when we go with our Fibonacci retracement from the swing low back towards the swing high and going with our golden Fibonacci ratio. The first local support level on Bitcoin, if we right now get a push down because of this specific bearish absorption that is right now happening right here, definitely the first area is going to be 83,500 US dollars. And also, if this specific level then is going to get a break towards the downside, definitely the next target is going to be the bottom of our horizontal range. In this scenario, most of my long trades are once again going to go back in a loss. But at least for now, I am being in a profit on my long trade on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on XRP, and also on Solana. And also, if you look like that, all of my trading bots, Bitcoin and Ethereum trading bot, are right now still being in a very nice profit. So the reality right now is, if Bitcoin does get another push down because of our bearish absorption right here, I am going to be buying even more. Not only Bitcoin, of course also Ethereum, and also other altcoins, and also both of those trading bots are going to be scaling into the long trades, buying the dip. Additionally, we need to talk about the strategy when we are paying attention to the range, because the reality is, deviations from our ranges are something completely normal and something to be expected. So if we do get right now a rotation back down from the top of the range back towards the bottom of the range right here, some kind of a deviation is going to be completely normal. But then of course, if we want to go with another long or a buying position right here, we need to see a sign of strength. We need to see our range once again to be reclaimed right here, bullish Bitcoin indication, and we can then also be expecting a bigger bounce back towards the upside on the Bitcoin chart itself. Why so? Because remember, already a couple of days ago, we talked about a bigger 5-wave price structure towards the downside on the 4-hourly time frame. We can right now potentially say that Bitcoin has already formed the first impulse right here. We got a correction, another impulse, another correction, and if we do get right now another push down, simply we are going to say we finished the entire 5-wave price structure, and because we are going to hit a very nice target right here, we can then definitely look to fire another long or a buy trade. And this is right now why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now let me share with you two very important price targets you should be paying attention to if Bitcoin right now does actually get another push towards downside. Of course, once again, if we are going to hit the bottom of our horizontal range right here at approximately 80,000 US dollars, a deviation is going to be something completely normal. So potentially we might be expecting a slightly bigger push down right here for us to then hit another very important target. And what is right here going to be the first important target you should really pay attention to? Let's go right now on the daily time frame, and we are going to go with the Fibonacci extension levels. We are going to go from the exact all-time high back towards this specific low, back towards this specific high, and you're going to see 1.618 Fibonacci extension price target coming in, $79,600, aligning beautifully also with our daily and the weekly high-term time frame areas of support. So of course, if we are going to hit this specific level, the only thing you need to do right here is to pay attention if we are going to be able to get some kind of a reaction back towards the upside. And if we do get it, definitely we might be looking to add something to our long trades on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and also on Solana. Additionally, what if this specific support level right here is not going to be able to hold? What is in this scenario going to be our next lower price target? And what we are right now going to do? Remember yesterday, I already went with the line chart to show you exactly what is the first major area of resistance you should be aware of on the Bitcoin chart itself. But right now also, what is going to be the first major area of support you should be paying attention to, where of course, historically speaking, we have gotten a rejection and also a bigger bounce. Let's right now go with the rectangle, and we are going to be connecting all of our lower highs right here that were forming back in May and July 2024. Extend this one towards our recent price action, and you're going to see quite a nice zone of support on Bitcoin is coming in at approximately 72, 71, and 70,000 US dollar area. And this specific level right here is really not a random price target. Remember what we did before. We measured the entire range, the local range right here on the 2-hourly time frame for us to get the volume levels right here. And we can do the exact same thing when we are right now zooming out on the daily and paying attention only to this specific price action, because historically speaking, this entire thing also, of course, was some kind of a horizontal range. So if we right now measure this entire historical price action with the volume, you're actually going to see another very important volume level. The value area high is coming in exactly at this specific zone, exactly also where we do have our recent low for liquidity purposes. And this is right why if Bitcoin does actually get another push down, we hit 70,000 US dollars right here, definitely we are going to look to fire even bigger long trades right here, because personally I am definitely looking to scale into all of my buy trades, simply because most people, if we right now go lower, first of all, they're going to definitely be scared, but also they are going to be even more wrecked. I'm going to be definitely buying even more, and of course also my trading bots are going to be scaling into their trades on a dip. Additionally, let's right now also talk about another bullish indication we can right now see on the MACD indicator and also on the RSI indicator. First of all, the MACD on the daily time frame is right now actually already getting some kind of a bullish divergence. Higher lows are being formed on the MACD, lower lows are being formed on the Bitcoin price itself. So this right here clearly is going to be a regular bullish divergence that at the moment it is already confirmed. Additionally, what if we go with the RSI indicator on the 4-hourly and also on the daily time frame? At the moment, no, we are not getting any bullish divergences. We only hit the oversold area a couple of days ago, but the reality is, if we are right now going to get another push down right here, lower low on Bitcoin, potentially we are going to be forming a higher low. This right here is something you really need to pay attention to, because if we are going to get a bullish divergence on the daily time frame on the RSI indicator, major bullish Bitcoin indication. Additionally, then we can zoom in on the 4-hourly time frame for us to see if we are also going to be getting another bullish divergence. If there is going to be a higher low on the RSI, lower low on Bitcoin, another bullish divergence, we are then also going to know, okay, Bitcoin has just hit another very important price target, and definitely again, it is going to be a very nice buying opportunity. USDT. This is right now why, if you want to trade with us, first of all, take an advantage of the free 30,000 US dollar bonus with the first link down below, because on Bybit exchange right now, only after you're going to register, you're going to get 20 USDT already completely for free. Then make sure you deposit, because you're going to get another 20 USDT, but also when you're going to open up your first trade, you're going to get even bigger bonuses. Additionally, if you want to copy my trading bots right here, you can simply register on Pionex with this specific link, because also right here, when you're going to deposit, you're going to get very nice bonuses, but also deploy the bots with this specific link, because you're going to copy the exact same settings I'm right now using for the Bitcoin and also the Ethereum bot. With both of those bots, at least in my opinion, they have right now the best settings, and they're literally right now dollar cost averaging on the way towards downside if right now the opportunity is going to be offered to us. Additionally, let's right now go with the crypto fear and greed index, and then also I want to talk about very slightly about Ethereum Bitcoin and Ethereum USD chart right here. First of all, the crypto fear and greed index is as of right now being in the 15 area, which right now still means we are in the extreme fear. Now, when we pay attention to the chart, it does look like we are experiencing some kind of a bounce back towards the upside. Now, last time we were in the extreme fear area, we actually got a very nice bounce towards the upside on the Bitcoin price. Also right here, when we reached the extreme fear, once again, we recovered very fast, and Bitcoin also then got another very quick push towards the upside. So at least as of right now, yes, we are getting some kind of a recovery on the crypto fear and greed index. However, Bitcoin is not really getting any major bounces back towards the upside. So what does that mean? Potentially, of course, if the history is at least going to repeat somehow, we might be expecting at least some kind of a bounce towards the upside in the next couple of days. This is why I am telling to you, I am not looking for any major short trades at this specific area on Bitcoin, and of course also on the entire crypto market. The only trades I'm right now still interested in are going to be brand new buy trades on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and of course also XRP. But also right now, what if we pay attention to the exponential moving averages? Yes, right now the reality still is we are moving in a downtrend. On the 4-hourly, the 50 EMA, the red line, is still below the 200 EMA, which right now means we are clearly moving in an average downtrend. On the 2-hourly, on the 1-hourly, yes, all of the EMAs are saying to us we are in a downtrend. However, what we said before, because right now we are in the extreme fear, historically, we can still be expecting a bounce very soon. Also, because the RSI indicator reached the oversold area on the daily already a couple of days ago, this right here is also going to be a bullish Bitcoin indication, because usually if you're buying the oversold area, you're really buying very low, usually at a very good price. And also right now, when you pay attention to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 3-day time frame, for example, yes, at least as of right now, we still do have liquidations below our recent lows. However, when we are zooming out, let's just say on the 2-week time frame, bigger liquidations again are not going to be anymore below the recent lows, but actually exactly above the recent highs. So you're going to see over 280 million of short positions are going to get completely wrecked and liquidated if we are going to get a very nice squeeze towards the upside. Additionally, right now, let's also talk about Ethereum Bitcoin chart, because this one only a couple of hours ago hit the diagonal area of resistance, and of course, if broken towards the upside, in my opinion, it is definitely going to be a very nice bullish indication for Ethereum itself. So also for Ethereum, yes, if Bitcoin does get a push down, this specific area is going to be another major price target you should really be paying attention to. But simply, if we are going to go lower, it doesn't really matter if it's going to be Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, or Solana. I am still expecting a bigger bounce towards the upside on Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin does get a bounce towards the upside, guess what is going to happen with different altcoins? Ethereum Bitcoin, first of all, is going to probably get a breakout towards the upside. Ethereum USD, XRP USD, Cardano, Polkadot, Chainlink, Near, even Solana, probably all of them are most likely going to get some kind of a bounce back towards the upside. This is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 30,000 US dollar bonus with the first link down below, because only after you register you get 20 USDT. Then also make sure you deposit, because you're going to get even bigger bonuses. But also, if you want to copy my trading bots, make sure you register on Pionex. You get some very nice bonuses right here, but then deploy the bots using this specific link down below in the description. But right now also, thank you for smashing up the like button.